Hello, hello, and welcome to English with Cheri, the podcast where we help you learn English step by step in a simple and friendly way. I'm Cheri, your host, and I am so happy you are here with us today.
And I'm Nick, the co-host. And honestly, I always love recording with Sherry because we have so much fun. So welcome everyone. We're really glad you found this podcast.
So, today's topic is learning faster. So many people learning English, especially at the beginner level, A1 or A2, feel like progress is just really slow, like they're not getting anywhere.
Right. And that feeling is so common. You study, and then one day you try to say something simple and nothing comes out. What? I studied this.
Yes, every learner knows that feeling. Today, Nick and I will share some practical tips, simple things you can do every day to learn English faster. And don't worry, the language we use today is simple too, so A1 and A2 learners can follow along.
Yeah, we've got your back. Okay, so Sherry, where do we start? What's tip number one?
Okay, so tip number one is repetition. Repetition, this is a key word for today. It means doing something again and again. So if you learn a new word, say it again and again and again.
Again and again. Okay, so how many times do you need to hear a word before you actually remember it?
Well, some studies say around 7 times, maybe even more. It really depends on the person. But the idea is your brain needs to see and hear a word many, many times before it really sticks.
Sticks. Right. So if you hear a word today and you can't remember it tomorrow, that's not a problem. That's normal.
Totally normal. What you want to do is use the word again. Say it, write it, listen for it. The more you use it, the faster it goes into your long-term memory, meaning you remember it for a long time.
Okay, I love that. So repetition is kind of like exercising. You don't get strong after one day at the gym, you go again and again.
That is such a good way to say it. Yes, learning a language is like exercise. You have to do it regularly. Okay, so tip number 2 is flashcards. Do you know what flashcards are, Nick?
Yeah, so a flashcard is a small card, like a piece of paper. On one side, you write the word in English, and on the other side, you write what it means in your language, or maybe a picture.
Yes, and then you test yourself. You look at the English word and you try to remember the meaning. Or the other way, you look at the meaning and try to say the English word. It's a really simple way to practice, but it works so well.
And you don't have to use paper cards, right? There are apps for this now.
Exactly. Great apps exist for this. The smart thing is they know which words you forget and show you those more often, so you're not wasting time on words you already know.
Oh, that's really clever. So it's like the app is a smart study partner.
Yes, a smart study partner. The key idea with flashcards is review. Look at a word again tomorrow and next week. That's how it stays in your memory.
Review. Okay, I'll write that down. So we have repetition, flashcards. What's next?
Okay, so tip number 3 is speaking practice. And I think this is, well, honestly, this might be the most important tip of all, but it's also the one that most people avoid.
Oh, for sure. I think a lot of people feel like, well, I understand English when I read it or when I listen, but speaking, no, that's too scary.
Right, and I understand that feeling. Speaking feels very exposed. You think, what if I say something wrong? So people just wait and say, I'll speak when my English is better.
Yeah, and then they never start because the English never feels good enough.
Exactly. You have to speak in order to get better at speaking. You can't just read about it. It's like swimming. You can't learn by reading a book about swimming. You have to get in the water.
Oh, I love that. Get in the water. Okay, but what if you really have no one to speak with? Like, what if you live somewhere where there are no English speakers around you?
Great question. One really simple idea is to talk to yourself. It sounds funny, but it works. Describe what you see. I see a table. The sky is blue. My coffee is hot.
Oh, you can do that anywhere. In the kitchen, in the shower, on the way to work.
Yes, anywhere. Another idea is to find a language partner online, someone who wants to practice too. You help them with your language, and they help you with English.
Oh, so it's an exchange. You give something, you get something. That's a great idea. And it's free.
Often, yes, it's free. And it's more fun because you're talking to a real person, learning real, natural English, not just textbook English.
Textbook English versus real English. That's such a good point. So, okay, speaking practice. Every day, even a little bit. Got it. What's tip 4?
Tip 4 is don't be afraid of mistakes. This one is so important. So many learners are scared of making mistakes. They think, if I make a mistake, it's embarrassing. People will laugh. But actually, mistakes are how you learn.
Yeah, I mean, no one starts speaking a new language perfectly. That's just not how it works, right?
Not one single person. Think about babies. They make mistakes constantly when learning to talk, and nobody thinks they're bad at language. Everyone thinks, how sweet, they're learning.
Right. And I think honestly, most people are very kind when they see you trying to speak their language. They appreciate it. They want to help.
They really do. So the advice is make mistakes and be okay with them. When you make a mistake, don't freeze. Keep talking, and later think about how to say it better next time. That's how you improve.
And when you keep going without stopping to apologize every 2 seconds, the conversation flows better. People understand you more easily.
So true. Confidence, even when your English isn't perfect, makes communication better. Remember, mistakes are part of the process. Learning a language takes time, but step by step, you get there.
The process. I really like that word. Okay, what's next?
Tip 5 is immersion. Now, this is a slightly bigger word. Immersion means you put yourself inside the English language. You surround yourself with it every day.
Oh, so like watching movies and TV shows in English.
Yes, movies, TV shows, YouTube, music, all of it. The idea is you don't just study English for 30 minutes and go back to your language for the rest of the day. You keep English around you.
Wait, but can an A1 learner really watch a movie in English? That sounds really hard.
Good point. Start simple, a children's cartoon, for example. The language is basic, the sentences are short, and words repeat a lot. And use English subtitles, the words at the bottom of the screen, not subtitles in your own language.
English subtitles. So you see the word and hear the word at the same time, listening and reading together.
Exactly. And when you hear a word you already know, that feeling is wonderful. It gives you motivation. Motivation means the energy to keep going.
Yeah, motivation is so important. Without it, you just stop.
Right. Another great way to do immersion is change your phone to English. So every time you check your phone, which is many times a day, you see English words.
Oh, that's a great idea. I check my phone like 100 times a day, so that's actually a lot of English without even noticing.
Yes. And listen to English podcasts like this one on the bus, while cooking, while walking. You don't need extra study time. You use the time you already have.
The time you already have? That's really reassuring. A lot of people feel they don't have time to study, but you don't need to find new time. Just use what's already there.
Yes, small moments add up. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there becomes a lot of English over time. Immersion means making English part of your life, not just your study time.
Part of your life. Yeah. Okay, so what's tip 6?
Tip 6 is active listening. Now, we talked about listening a little in the immersion section, but let's go deeper. Listening is actually where language learning begins. Before you can speak, you need to listen. A lot.
Right, like babies. Babies listen for months and months before they say their first word.
Exactly. When you listen to English, you do not need to understand every single word. I really want to say that clearly. You do not need to understand everything.
Oh, okay, so if I understand maybe 50%, that's still okay?
That's still learning. Your brain is working, hearing the sounds, the rhythm, the patterns of English. The more you listen, the more you understand. It's gradual, slow, little by little, and that's perfectly fine.
Gradual. I love that word. People get frustrated when they're not suddenly fluent overnight, but language doesn't work that way. It's gradual.
It really doesn't. The people who get there aren't smarter than you, they just kept going. They were consistent. And consistency connects to tip 7, our last tip for today.
Oh, okay. So what's tip 7?
Tip 7 is write every day. Writing every single day. Now, I don't mean write 5 pages. I don't mean write an essay. Just 5 sentences. 5 simple sentences about your day.
5 sentences. That's actually not much at all.
It's not, and that's the point. It should feel easy. Just do it every day. 5 sentences a day becomes 150 sentences in a month. After a year, that's over 1,800 sentences.
No way. That's a lot. Just from 5 sentences a day? That's kind of amazing when you think about it.
It really is. Writing helps you practice spelling, grammar, and putting your thoughts into English words. And you can do it alone, at your own pace, with no pressure.
Yeah, I guess writing feels less scary than speaking. You have time to think. You can look up a word if you forget it.
Exactly. And this brings us back to consistency, doing something regularly, not just when you feel motivated. Every day, or almost every day. Because here's the truth. The truth is, studying for 5 hours one day and then nothing for a week doesn't work very well. But 20 minutes every single day, that works really well. Daily practice beats occasional long sessions every time.
That makes me feel better. Some days I really don't have much time, but 20 minutes? Yeah, I can usually find that.
Everyone can find 20 minutes, and on hard days, even 5 minutes helps. Review flashcards, listen to a short podcast, say a few sentences out loud. Something is always better than nothing.
Something is always better than nothing. That should be like the motto of this podcast. I love it.
I might put that on a t-shirt. Okay, quick review before we wrap up. Tip 1, repetition. Say new words again and again.
Tip 2, flashcards. Use paper cards or an app to test yourself. And remember to review.
Tip 3, speaking practice. Speak English every day, even to yourself. Find a language partner if you can.
Tip 4, don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are how you learn. Keep going.
Tip 5, immersion. Surround yourself with English. Movies, music, podcasts, your phone settings. Use the time you already have.
Tip 6, active listening. Listen a lot. Don't stress if you don't understand every word. It's gradual.
And tip 7, write every day. Just 5 sentences. Small habits done consistently make a big difference over time.
Honestly, all of these tips sound very doable. You don't have to do everything at once. Just pick 1 or 2 and start today.
Yes, pick one, start small. Progress is more important than perfection. You just need to keep moving forward.
Progress over perfection. And to our listeners, you're already doing something great. You're listening to English and you're learning. Be proud of that.
It really is. Thank you so much for spending time with us today on English with Cheri. Every minute with English is a step forward. Keep going. We believe in you.
Your homework for today, pick 1 tip from this episode and try it today. Write 5 sentences, say 5 things out loud, or change your phone to English. Just 1 thing.
I love that homework. And one more thing. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow or subscribe to English with Cheri wherever you listen. And if a friend is learning English too, share this with them. Learning is more fun together.
Absolutely. Leave us a comment. Tell us which tip you're going to try first. We love hearing from you.
That's all for today. Thank you so much for listening. Keep practicing your English, and we'll see you in the next episode of English with Cheri. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. You've got this.